Guess where I'm going today? Decided which bike I'm gonna race with Dakar, and today I'm driving my van because I'm going to a dealer to buy the bike. I'm so excited because this means I can finally start building my bike, working on it and preparing everything, which is, at least for me, a fun part, and also, you know, the chance to learn some tricks in order to be quick to work on it once I'm in the bivouac. The decision would have been hard if I had a bigger budget, but since my budget was limited, I decided to race with a quite old bike. Obviously, I bought it new, but it's a 2012 motorbike, and it wasn't easy for me to find because this model has gone out of production, and there were only a few left here in Italy. So I had to make some phone calls, and today I'm driving 400 kilometers to go buy it, then going back to the workshop and starting working on it. After, I'll show you which bike, because I know you're curious, but I also will explain why I made this choice of this particular model, what my thoughts are, you know, generally on which bike you should pick, based obviously on your budget. Are you ready? Here she is, Yamaha WR450F 2012 model. I'll try to be good with her, take care of her, and hopefully she won't give me a hard time, because we are gonna spend actually quite a lot of kilometers together and a lot of days. I'll start in the next weeks preparing everything. One cool thing I'll try to do, I'll keep the bike completely standard. The only modifications I will make, I'll add a bigger front tank, add a rear tank. I'll have to change the exhaust because of the rear tank. I'll put stiffer springs in the suspensions because I'm quite heavy. I'm almost 100 kilos when I have all my gear on. Other than that, and obviously I will add a rear cash drive wheel. All my instruments will go here on the handlebar, so I won't have, you know, navigation tower or fairing. We'll keep it easy and simple, and let's see if I'll manage to be up with the first guys in the Malmoto category. Choosing the right bike to race Dakar on is always a delicate decision. First of all, you have to analyze what is your budget, what budget you're gonna dedicate to the motorbike. If you have an unlimited budget or a big budget, clearly the best option is the KTM Rally Replica, but only for one reason, because it's the only bike made and developed only to do Dakar and international rallies. All the other bikes are good options, good solutions, but you have to keep in mind they are enduro bikes or motocross bikes, on which then you are gonna fit a rally kit. It's still a good option, but there are small things that you won't have on an enduro bike with a rally kit, which are, for example, the service which KTM offers at Dakar. You pay, I think, 2,500 euros, and you have access at all the spare parts of the bike. You can go to the KTM truck and just purchase any spare part you need. And this obviously clears your mind from many thoughts, because you don't have to think before Dakar which spare parts to buy. You don't need to figure out how to stock them, how to bring them in South America. For this reason, the KTM Rally Replica is the only bike made for this game, but it comes at a cost. It's 30,000 euros, so very big amount to purchase one bike I'm gonna only do Dakar on. Amongst all the manufacturers and all the bikes that are available on the market, I really analyzed all the options, and even had the chance for a bike manufacturer to race for free. Like, they would have given me a motorbike, an enduro bike for free, and then I would have figured out how to put the tanks and everything else. But I decided to say no. You're probably thinking, Manu, why did you say no? You had such a big opportunity and you could have invested the money on developing it. I've raced Dakar several times, and one really valuable thing I learned is that you have to go with some bike you know well. You need to know how to put your hands on the bike. And I've been racing with this bike over the last 2 years, thanks to Yamaha Motor Italy, who supported me. That's why I really know well the bike, and I'm extremely happy on this bike. I chose the 2012 model because I think it's one of the most reliable engines that are out there. Compared to the new bikes, I have a WR450F 2016 model, but still I'm in the process of developing it, and I don't feel comfortable in racing now Dakar. Maybe if I manage to find the budget even next year I'll probably race the new model. But this year I wanted to go with something I was sure about. And that's important, especially even for your mindset, as we said in the last episode. Another reason for choosing this bike is personally I've already raced this bike. I know it well. I know what are the limits, I know what are the advantages of racing this bike. It's an extremely easy to handle bike, doesn't have a lot of power and a lot of top speed. In the end, what pays in Dakar is consistency. If you're consistent every day and always getting, you can be like top 50 every day. If you're top 50 every day, you'll end up around top 30 position. If you're winning stages but then having problems on the bike and getting like 100th place, for sure you're gonna get a worse result rather than being consistent. Okay, you won't be so fast, no one will notice you, but just think, unless you're not pulling top 3, top 5 results, no one will notice you. It's very difficult. Just concentrate on your goal. I think at the end of the day, there are only 4 options you should really consider when purchasing a bike to race Dakar, and these are KTM, Husqvarna, Honda and Yamaha. Other brands like Beta, TM, Suzuki or whatever, they have amazing products, but they're not present at Dakar. What I mean is, there aren't many riders using those bikes, there aren't many teams using those bikes. This will make it really difficult to find either mechanical support from mechanics that know well those bikes, and also parts. If you break a part you don't have, you'll clearly go around the bivouac and ask everyone for that part, and it will be the chances of you finding that part, racing brands, you know, like those, will be very difficult compared to Yamaha, Honda or KTM or Husqvarna. By the way, maybe some of you don't know, but in 2013, for example, I raced on a TM, managed to finish Dakar, but I must say, I was really lucky and I was helped from the Pedrega team, a Spanish team, because if something went wrong with the TM, I would have been busted. I wouldn't have been able to continue. This is why I really would like you to listen to my advice, because I've been there before, I've tried it all, and I'm just, you know, in the years with experience, getting better and better and knowing better exactly what I have to do and how I have to plan my Dakar. Guys, I really want to thank you all for all the support you showed in the previous episodes, for all the comments I received and all the private messages I received, in which some of you told me you are having your plans to race Dakar in the next years and asked me some questions which I was happy to reply to. In one of the next episodes, we're gonna see how a Dakar bike is being built, all the parts I'm gonna install on my bike, all the little tricks I'm gonna put on my bike. And at the moment you see a bike here, this is not mine, many of you already know, but I develop rally kits and do bike builds for rallies, adventure riding, and at the moment I'm preparing another WR450F for a Czech team that's gonna race Dakar. So stay tuned and remember, dream big, never give up.